Well, hello there. Gonna be doing something a little different today. I am not streaming this, I'm recording this ahead of time, but it's GWENT expansion day. It is the Master Mirror expansion. I am not very well versed in the Witcher lore. I've played part of Witcher 3, haven't read any of the books, so the theme of this is there's this character, Gaunter O'Dim, who they're being hinted at through this game and through CD Projekt Red, the designers of the video game, that this guy, Gaunter, has set basically everything in motion in the Witcher world just by planting a couple seeds here and there. But no one cares about that. Okay, I'll be honest, a lot of people probably do. I'm here to open kegs, so I'm just gonna pop all this open. Let's start with the basic kegs. I don't know what most of these cards do, so I'm probably just gonna focus on these syndicate cards, because as anyone who's watched me play Gwent, I am a huge syndicate player, but we'll see what all pops up. Veil and Veteran. So there's a lot of new keywords in this set. I'll just go over some of those keywords while we're looking. Veil is a status that prevents the unit from gaining other statuses. So it's an anti-status status, signified by the symbol here. So if this is in play, it can't be poisoned, it can't gain lock, can't gain vitality, which is an important one that you might want it to gain. It can't gain bleed, so it can't gain any statuses. Shield, nothing. There's also veteran. At the start of the second and third round, the base power of this unit goes up. So the longer you hold on to this card before you play it, its base power could potentially be 7 if you wait till the third round to play it. Berserk is traditional. Deploy, purify. Devotion. So you actually might not be able to see some of these because where I have my camera, but that's all right. Destroy an allied unit, then gain 3 coins. Devotion. So devotion is when you build your deck, if you have no neutral cards in your deck, you trigger the ability. So it's a replacement effect. So on deploy, if I don't have any neutrals in my deck, I would just gain 3 coins. Voice squeak there. A little excited. So I don't need to destroy an allied unit. I would just gain 3 coins if I meet the devotion. Now, giving a precursor again, I will most likely be picking syndicate cards until I round out my syndicate collection, because I'm really excited about the new Firesworn set, the new Firesworn cards. So I am going to still look at these other cards though. Excuse me. Veil, assimilate, deploy. Okay. For those that haven't read the changelog for the set, they are also getting rid of spying as an innate ability. I think they're transitioning that to, I can't remember the trigger, but spying is a status that you gain after the unit is played on your opponent's side. Fortune Teller. And the Wild Hunt in the monsters, they are going to be focusing on using a lot of dominance as well as frost effects. So that's really cool. That might be a mechanic that I'm interested in, actually pull me into the monster faction for once. Got another Mutants Maker. Choose one Spawn Frost on enemy row for 4, Spawn Frost on both enemy rows for 2. Ooh. I might have to start going for some monster stuff too. Legendary Oak Critters. is a Flaming Rose Footman? So they're 3/1 with Doomed. Okay. Fallen Knight. So I'm getting some Syndicate stuff, which is actually what I wanted. Just don't want to curse it. It's my third of 35 kegs. Self by 1 for each unit spawned. Okay, so he's going to be really good in a Zealot Swarm deck. Got Master Mirror. Transform the leftmost card in your hand into a random legendary card from your faction that was not in your starting deck. Repeat this ability whenever you play the rightmost card from your hand. What? And he's Veil, so he can't be locked, he just has to be killed. Yep. An epic. So I've got third guy, so he's going to turn into some scraps for me. Spawn a volunteer, crew. Playing with powerless, so I said it's power 2/4. Devotion set the power 5. Okay, she's cool. So she's got an order, but she kind of has the smuggler built into her if you don't spend the order. Transform into Dunny. Okay. I only know this guy from the Witcher TV show. So he was cursed to look like a hedgehog. I'm not a big Nilfgaard player, so I'm actually going to have to pass on him. I will probably pick King Balohan. Another Fallen Knight, an Abandoned Girl. Well, that makes me sad. Oh. Transform into a young Dryad without changing power. Okay. So she gets boosted. She'll be a stronger young Dryad. So Symbiosis is kind of a pseudo replacement for Harmony. The Harmony mechanic of Scoia'tael has been row locked, so Harmony only gets triggered for creatures of different types that you play in the same row. The restriction of the unit type is still board wide. So if you have a dwarf in your melee row, if you play a dwarf in your ranged row, it will not trigger Harmony in the ranged row. So it's going to be a little more intricate to play, a little more difficult to get the ridiculous power turnouts that Harmony used to get. Drummond Villager. But sorry, let's bring that to Symbiosis. You can't see it here, but whenever you play a nature card, spawn a Wandering Treant, who is just a 1. 1 power, no armor. Split in the random allied row. Excuse me. And then you set its power equal to the number of units that you currently have that under your control that have Symbiosis. Another Smuggle. Destroy a doomed unit. I think I'm going to spread out a little bit. I guess Smuggle's alright. Smuggle is a bronze, so I'm going to need 2 of them, so I'm going to take it. More Syndicate. Well, fuck hell. God. Okay. That's why opening these packs is fun. I guess some might not call it fun. I just grabbed a 3rd Smuggle. A Circle of Flaming Rose. Because they are bronze. Lesson learned. Let's go for focus on some more monster stuff. Another legendary. Formation. Carrick Cutthroat. So it looks like they're implementing the Carrick army. Naglfar's Taskmaster. That's what it is. Disloyal is what is replacing Spied. or spying. Disloyal means the card is played on your opponent's side of the board, and then when they are on that side, they gain spying. Another Master Mirror. I am going to take Harald on Krite because I have chosen to participate on the Skellige side of this event. So there's a Skellige monsters in Scoia'tael. You choose one of the factions and champion them. And I know there is an event requirement where I have to play Harald on Krite 10 times. A squirrel! Okay. Just rounding out some cards I already have. Another Cleric of Flaming Rose. I will double up on him. As I start getting duplicates, I'm going to grind through this a little faster, but this is a big syndicate deck. Lonely Champion has immunity, destroy all Firesworn tokens in this row, then boost self by the sum of their power. And he's a 4. Okay. I know that Firesworn got some really cool stuff in this pack, so I'm super excited because I have been playing tons of Firesworn in the Season of Magic. So Horde 5 just spawns Firesworns. Fee 1, transform a Firesworn into a Flaming Rose Footman, which becomes a 3/1. Awesome. Next keg. Some repeats. Angry Mob. Damage an enemy unit by 2. What's Conspiracy? Okay, so Conspiracy is your target of the ability. If they have Spying, then you trigger Conspiracy. Oh, and I didn't notice that's an animated abandoned child or abandoned kid. Spy Amnesty. Let's go another Wild Hunt Bruiser. Abandoned Girl, that's her name. Alright, so that's all my basic kegs. Let's hop into the premium kegs. So these are going to be all animated cards. Will the Wisp. Okay. All other duplicates. Amnesty. I've already got 2 of the others, so I might as well just grab Amnesty, even though I'm not a very big... Actually, I think I've maybe played 10 games as Nilfgaard. Another Syndicate Rare. Or sorry, that's an Epic. Spawn a Flaming Rose Footman as this row. At the end of turn, if order is not used, gain a coin. Oh man, he is really tearing up that Dryad there. That's not really a cut throw though, that's a stab throat. Okay, Pact. Boost the unit by 6 and give it Doomed. And then Amnesty. I'll take Pact. Just get some neutral spells in here, or specials. Whole bunch of neutrals. Alright, all things I've seen before. Siegfried of Dennisley. That's a really cool Purify effect. I'm going to have to go with the Dunka. More repeats. They really want me to take Siegfried. It's Winter Queen. At the end of your turn, if there's frost on both enemy rows, summon this unit from your deck to the ranged row. That's cool. So an automatic tutor, kind of like Roach or Flying Redanian and other similar effects. Looks like there's a mechanic that's going across a lot of the houses of orders, and if you don't use the order, you gain a secondary effect, which is pretty cool. More Syndicate makes me happy. All duplicates. Pact, because I've already got the other two. Grab another pact. For those new that are just kind of watching this because they like watching opening videos, I'm grabbing 2 because each deck, the limit is 2 of a copy of a card. I don't know if there's any cards in this set that change that, but once you have 2 of a card, the only reason you would take additional copies is to turn it into scraps so you can make the cards you actually want. Mage Torturer, that looks gnarly. Give an enemy unit spying. Okay. Might as well, because I already have at least one of the others. I'm a completionist, so I'm looking to grab cards that I don't have copies of. And the gold cards, you can only have 1 in each deck. So once you have 1, you're generally okay. So I'm just going to hop over here and take Urchin. More repeats. I've already got 2 of that. War of Clans. Damage an enemy unit by 2, death blow. Play a 4 provision cost warrior from your graveyard and give it doomed. Devotion, always trigger the death blow ability. That's cool. So if you are only playing Skellige cards in your Skellige deck, you will always summon a 4 cost. And it's from your graveyard, so that's Skellige's big mechanic, is pulling stuff back from the graveyard. Got Coup de Grace. What is Echo? Okay, so it gives you a replay of a gold card with Echo. That's cool. And Death Blow gives you a copy of the target you kill. And if they are a spy, you always play a copy of it. That's cool. Well, Circle of Life, because I've already got duplicates of the others. Smoke them out. Spawn 2 volunteers and allied around, boost them by 1. So they're 2s. So they'd come out as 3 and doomed. Now we get into the choices of what do I want to get duplicates of first. So let's go War of Clans. More copies. I'm rounding out a lot of these bronzes with the double animations, which is really nice. And there's the evolution card. Sweet! And it's Syndicate. Oh, so happy. So she's really cute. I'm partial to blondes. My wife turned me. Jacques, Miraculous Child, Tribute 4. At the start of the round, while in hand or deck, transform. So they don't transform once they've been played. Okay. Well, we're picking him because told you I was going to. All duplicates. And already got duplicates the others, so I'll take a second of the Mage Torturer. Got 5 offerings already. And then, so these green means they're animated. They're the premium cards. I don't have any premium of the Cleric, the Flaming Rose, so I will take him. And Onkrite Raiders, Veteran. Okay, pretty straightforward. That's a card that I can pull out, or actually no, it's Provision 5. Never mind, I was looking at the power. This already has an animated. Well, these would synergize incredibly well with the, was it the Winter Queen or the Frost Queen? I probably play this more often than ships in Northern Realms, so I'm going to take another animated of the crew. the Winter Queen is who it'd synergize well with. And no animated of the GWENT Guardian. Another crew. Totally random fact about the Naglfar. So for those that aren't familiar with Viking lore and Viking myth, the Naglfar is a ship. I don't remember its exact purpose. I think it's to ferry the dead, but it's completely made out of toenails. So think about that next time you play a Naglfar card. Let's take an premium smuggle, because why not? Twirzek Invader. All kinds of Fallen Knights. I'm going to get lots of scraps and powder from this stuff. Fortune Teller. Let's take another animated Lonely Champion. Circle of Life. And another Guardian. Looks like I'm getting a lot of the neutrals. A lot of bronzes. Let's see. Might as well take another animated Flaming Rose Cleric. 3 kegs left. Might as well round it out. Let's take Eggman. He's got Veil and Zeal, so he can't gain statuses, and he can trigger his order immediately. Damage an enemy unit by 3. This unit to the right. Okay. Almost the same ability as Dunka from Squaitile. Doesn't matter because they're all going to get scrapped. More Fallen Knight, another Squirrel. Again, they're all going to get scrapped, so I might as well just take a Smuggle because I have the most. And because, you know, Syndicate. Cool. Now, I'm not going to bore everyone by spending my 10,000 ore. I just wanted to post an opening video because I've been dying to play the expansion all day and work's had me driving around. So I'm going to call it stops there for this video. I will most likely be streaming Gwent in the next week or so. So stay tuned to my channel to check that out. Thanks.